Hello. Day 509. Since 63 hostages have been brutally, barbarically, violently, and inhumanely were kidnapped to the hell-called Gaza by the inhumane, barbaric, rapist, modern-day Nazis monsters of Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, UNRWA, the UN, the Red Cross, and just ordinary civilians from Gaza. We are here every morning, never giving up until all of the hostages will be brought home. We demand the immediate release of all 63 hostages together in one phase, in one bus. No one is left behind, and Israel should give up nothing, and the terrorists must surrender. Today in Israel has been one of the most difficult days. Thousands and thousands of Israelis went out to the streets to give respect and to say goodbye to the precious babies of the Bibas family, Ariel and Kfir, and their lioness mother, Shiri. In their final journey from central Israel to the Zohar village, where they were eventually led to rest in peace. May they rest in peace and the memory forever be a blessing. I woke up early to watch the funeral live. There were some issues with the link, but eventually we were able to watch it and to watch all the eulogies, and especially the most heartbreaking one was given by the father and the husband, Yarden Bibas, who was held captive for 484 days and were eventually was released, to only then find out that his family, his wife and children were brutally murdered in captivity. His eulogy was so heartbreaking, and he recalled the last conversation in the shelter room in the morning of October 7, when he asked Shiri, what should we do? Should we surrender or should we fight? And Shiri said, we fight. And this is why Yarden went outside of the house with his handgun and tried to protect his family. In his eulogy, he asked for forgiveness from his family, from Shiri, from Ariel and Kfir individually. He asked for forgiveness, and he told them that he is sorry he could not protect them. There was such a heartbreaking funeral, as I believe millions of people around the world watched it live to give respect to the symbol. This family has become the symbol of the brutality, of cruelty, of the inhumanity of the monsters who infiltrated Israel on October 7, kidnapped this mother and her two precious children, and took them to Gaza, to the hell called Gaza, where they eventually murdered them in cold blood and tried to blame it on Israel. It is all Hamas' fault. Hamas and the rest of the innocent Palestinians who are all complicit in this horrific, inhumane brutality that they unleashed on us. Shiri, Ariel, and Kfir were all buried together in the same grave so they can embrace each other. In the last moments of what we've seen, in the last footage from October 7, and then another footage that Israeli intelligence claiming that was Shiri, Ariel, and Kfir in Gaza. She's embracing her children for eternity. Once again, may their soul forever be a blessing, the memory forever be a blessing, and we will never forget Shiri, Ariel, and Kfir Bibas, and the whole nation, the Jewish nation, and all of our allies are with Yarden. We are hugging you, and we're sending you strength during these horrific, difficult times. To all of the Bibas and Silberman family, also Dana, Shiri's sister, only sister, who also lost her parents on October 7th, Yossi and Margit Silberman were also brutally murdered. Dana lost all of her immediate family, her parents, her sister, and her only nephews. Our thoughts are with you, Dana and Yarden, and the rest of the family during this very difficult time. I don't know how I can come up with these words and be here every day, but I made a commitment to be here every morning, no matter what. Today, we are all Bibas. And we must continue the fight for the rest of the 63 hostages tomorrow, if everything goes smoothly according to the plan, Hamas will release 4 unalive hostages as part of the first phase, as part of the original list of 33 hostages. The hostages, the unalive hostages, may they rest in peace and the memory forever be a blessing, that will be released tomorrow is Itzik Elgarat, Shlomo Mansour, Tzachi Idan, and Oad Yalomi. They were all kidnapped alive on October 7th and were murdered by the monsters in captivity. I will report more tomorrow as we see them being released, and we hear every morning, never giving up, to demand the immediate release of all of them, not just for tomorrow. All 63 hostages must be released at once, in one phase, in one bus. We need the international pressure after you've seen the brutality, the cruelty, and the inhumanity of these monsters. Join us to demand the immediate release of all of the 63 hostages. It's been 509 days. We demand all of them out of this hell, out of this torture. The stories that the hostages have been released so far been sharing with us, the inhumane torture that they've been going through. We demand all 63 hostages. We demand the international community, all of this humane organization that's supposed to give humanitarian aid, supposed to give humanitarian relief. Where are you? Where are you all of these days? 16 months, the UN, Amnesty, the Red Cross, and so on, and all of these feminist organizations. Where are you? Where are you to fight for the women who've been through this hell? Where are you to fight for Shiri Bibas? Silence from all of them. It's time to wake up. It's time to demand justice. It's time to demand the release of all 63 hostages now. And Israel will remain strong and united. We barely see images like this. All nation of Israel coming together to give respect for this precious family. We are all united and we are indivisible. We are undefeatable and we are not going anywhere. After 2,000 years in the diaspora, we finally came back home and we're never going anywhere. From the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea, Am Israel will always be. Am Israel Chai forever, and rest in peace. Shiri, Ariel, and Kfir Bibas.